Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to today's episode of English Speaking and Listening Practice. I am Sarah. I am so happy that you are here because this podcast is your special space to learn, grow, and improve step by step. Every time you press play, you are making an important choice for yourself. The choice to keep learning, to keep practicing, and to keep moving forward in your English journey. And I want you to know that I am here with you, guiding you, encouraging you, and practicing together with you every single day. In this podcast, we will focus on 3 simple but powerful activities: listening carefully, repeating with confidence, and speaking out loud. These 3 steps may look small, but when you do them daily, they bring big changes. Listening trains your ears to understand English naturally, without translation. Repeating helps you build rhythm, pronunciation, and confidence in your voice. And speaking, even just a few words every day, gives you the courage to express yourself in real-life situations. Together, these practices create a strong habit, and habits are what build fluency. Now, I want you to remember something very important. Speaking English is not about being perfect. Many learners feel nervous because they think every sentence must be correct, every word must be pronounced exactly right, and every grammar rule must be followed all the time. But that is not true. Fluency is not perfection. Fluency is connection. It is the ability to share your ideas, your feelings, and your thoughts with others. Even if you make mistakes, you are still communicating, and communication is the real goal of language. So today, as you listen to this episode, I invite you to relax and enjoy the process. Do not worry about mistakes. Do not worry if you do not understand every single word. What matters is that you are here, you are practicing, and you are improving step by step. Think of this practice as planting seeds in a garden. Each word, each sentence, each small effort is like a seed. If you keep planting and watering those seeds every day, very soon you will see beautiful flowers of confidence and fluency growing in your English. Remember this thought: every sentence you speak brings you closer to fluency. Every time you open your mouth and say even a simple sentence in English, you are training your brain, your tongue, and your confidence. So let's begin today's journey together. Let's begin with a short warm-up practice. Think of this part like stretching before exercise. Just as your body needs gentle movement before running or lifting, your mouth, your tongue, and your voice also need a warm-up before speaking English with confidence. This simple practice will help you feel more comfortable, improve your rhythm, and prepare your mind to think directly in English. I will say short, clear sentences. First, just listen to the way I say them. Pay attention to the sound, the tone, and the rhythm of each word. Then when I pause, repeat after me in your own voice. Do not whisper. Speak out loud. The louder you practice, the stronger your voice becomes. Remember, mistakes are welcome here. Every mistake is part of your progress. Let's start with some easy sentences. Listen and repeat. I am learning English. Good. Now say, I practice every day. Excellent. Next one. My English is improving step by step. Keep going. I speak with confidence. And now, I am proud of myself. Wonderful. You see, these short sentences may look simple, but they are powerful. They build your confidence. They remind you of your progress, and they train your tongue to move naturally in English. Let's try a few slightly more advanced expressions, ones you can use in daily life. Repeat after me. It is a pleasure to meet you. Very good. Now, could you please help me with this? Excellent. Another one. I really appreciate your kindness. And one more. I look forward to learning more every day. Each sentence is like a brick, and together they build a strong wall of fluency. When you repeat these sentences daily, your voice becomes stronger, your pronunciation becomes clearer, and your mind starts to feel more comfortable in English. The goal of this warm-up is not speed. The goal is confidence, rhythm, and clarity. Take your time, breathe deeply, and let the words flow. Now let's move into our daily conversation practice. This part is one of the most important sections of the podcast because here you get to experience English as it is spoken in real life. The goal is not only to understand the words, but also to feel the natural rhythm, tone, and politeness of English conversation. Imagine yourself inside the dialogue. Pretend you are one of the speakers. When you repeat, don't just copy the words. Try to feel the situation as if it is really happening to you. This will make your practice much more powerful. Today, let's practice a conversation at a cafe. Picture yourself walking into a small coffee shop in the morning. The smell of fresh coffee is in the air, and the barista greets you with a warm smile. You are ready to order politely and clearly. I will read both parts of the conversation slowly. First, just listen. Then I will pause so you can repeat each line. Here we go. The customer says, "Good morning. Could I please have a cup of coffee?" Now it's your turn. Repeat after me. Excellent. The barista replies, "Of course. Would you like milk or sugar with it?" Repeat that line. Very good. The customer answers, "Just a little milk, thank you." And could I also get a sandwich? Say it with me. Perfect. The barista continues. Certainly. Your total is $6. Repeat that. Wonderful. Finally, the customer says, "Here you go." Thank you very much. And the barista replies, "You're welcome." Have a wonderful day. Repeat those lines clearly. This is a simple conversation, but it contains very useful sentences you can use anytime. Notice how polite phrases make the dialogue sound friendly and respectful. Could I please? Thank you very much. You're welcome. These are small details, but they make a big difference when you speak with others in English. By practicing them daily, you will sound more natural, more confident, and more professional. Remember, don't rush. Speak slowly, pronounce every word clearly, and enjoy the rhythm of the sentences. The more you repeat this mini dialogue, the easier it will feel the next time you order something in real life. Step by step, your English is becoming not only correct, but also beautiful and polite. Now, dear friends, let's continue with one of my favorite parts of this practice, high-level daily sentences. In this section, you will learn and repeat sentences that go beyond the basics. These are not just simple phrases like, "How are you?" or "Where are you from?" Instead, these sentences are polite, professional, and even a little bit elegant. They are the kinds of sentences that make your English sound smooth, respectful, and confident. When you use them in daily life, whether in a conversation with a colleague, a meeting with a teacher, or a friendly chat with someone new, you will stand out as someone who communicates with warmth and clarity. The idea here is to practice sentences that you might not use every single day, but when you do, they make a strong impression. Think of them as beautiful tools in your English toolbox. When the right moment comes, you can take one out and use it with confidence. So listen carefully, repeat after me, and imagine yourself using these sentences in real situations. Let's start with the first one. I truly appreciate your help today. Go ahead and repeat it. Excellent. This sentence is very polite and full of gratitude. You can use it at work, with a friend, or even with a stranger who has done something kind for you. The word truly makes the sentence sound sincere, as if you really mean it. Here's another one. Could you please explain that once more, in a simpler way? Repeat it after me. Very good. This is a polite way to ask someone to repeat or clarify something you didn't understand. Instead of saying what or say it again, which may sound a little rude, this sentence shows respect and makes the other person happy to help. Now let's practice a sentence that is perfect for social situations. It was a pleasure meeting you. I look forward to seeing you again. Repeat that with me. Wonderful. This is an excellent way to end a conversation politely, especially if you have just met someone new at a party, an event, or even online. It leaves a positive and respectful impression. Let's try a sentence that gives motivation. Every challenge I face is an opportunity to grow. Repeat it with me. Excellent. This is not only a sentence you can use in conversation, but also a sentence you can tell yourself when you face difficulties. It is a powerful reminder that challenges are not problems, they are chances to improve. Here's one more. Speaking English opens the door to a new world. Repeat it. Perfect. This is a sentence you can share with other learners, teachers, or even with yourself as daily motivation. It captures the true beauty of learning a language. It allows you to connect with more people, explore more ideas, and experience life in new ways. Each of these sentences has two purposes. First, they train your mouth and voice to speak in complete, natural, and slightly advanced structures. Second, they give you ready-made expressions you can use in your daily life to sound polite, professional, and inspiring. The more you repeat them, the more natural they will become. And one day, without even thinking, they will come out of your mouth in a real conversation. That is the magic of practice. As you repeat these sentences, try to feel the emotions behind them. When you say, I truly appreciate your help, imagine you are really thankful. When you say, it was a pleasure meeting you, imagine yourself smiling at a new friend. When you say, every challenge I face is an opportunity to grow, imagine yourself overcoming a problem with confidence. Speaking with feeling will make your sentences more alive, and it will also make your English sound more natural. So keep practicing these high-level sentences. They are not only words, they are keys. Keys to respect, keys to connection, and keys to confidence. Every time you use them, you unlock another door in your journey toward fluent, beautiful English. Now, my friends, we are ready for the listening challenge. This part of our practice is very important because listening is the first step toward speaking naturally. Many learners want to speak fluently, but they forget that fluency begins with the ear. If you cannot hear and understand English clearly, it becomes very difficult to respond with confidence. That is why listening practice is not just an exercise, it is training for your brain. In this challenge, we will work in 2 steps. First, I will read a short paragraph at a natural, normal speaking speed. Your job is to simply listen. Do not repeat. Do not translate in your head, and do not worry if you don't catch every single word. Just relax, Listen and allow the sounds of English to flow into your ears. Think of it like music. Even if you don't understand every word in a song, you can still feel the rhythm and the emotion. English works the same way. After that, I will read the same paragraph again, but this time more slowly and with pauses. Then you will repeat after me, sentence by sentence. This two-step method, listening first, then repeating, helps you train both your ears and your tongue. You learn to understand the natural speed of English, and then you learn to produce the same sentences yourself with clarity and confidence. Are you ready? Here is the short paragraph at natural speed. Just listen. Yesterday I went to the park. The sun was shining and many families were enjoying the day. I sat on a bench, read a book, and listened to the sound of the birds. It was peaceful and relaxing. That was the paragraph at normal speed. How much did you understand? Maybe all of it, maybe some of it, maybe just a little. That's okay. Remember, you don't need to understand 100% to grow. Every time you listen, your brain is learning. Now let's do it again, more slowly, and this time you will repeat each sentence after me. Repeat after me. Yesterday I went to the park. Good. Now, the sun was shining and many families were enjoying the day. Excellent. Next, I sat on a bench, read a book, and listened to the sound of the birds. Very nice. And the last one? It was peaceful and relaxing. Perfect. By practicing like this, you are not only improving your listening but also your speaking. Notice the rhythm of the sentences. Notice how the words connect smoothly. This is what makes English sound natural. With practice, you will begin to understand conversations more easily, even when people speak quickly. You will also find it easier to speak without stopping or translating. Listening challenges like this are small, but they are very powerful. If you practice listening every day, even for just a few minutes, your brain becomes more comfortable with English. Soon you will notice that you understand movies, songs, and real conversations with much less effort. Listening is the bridge that takes you from learning words to living the language. So keep practicing this method. First, listen carefully without pressure, then repeat slowly and clearly. Step by step, your ears will become sharper, your voice will become stronger, and your English will feel more natural than ever before. My dear, we have now reached the end of today's practice, and I want to take a moment to celebrate the progress you made in this short time together. Think back to everything you have just done. At the beginning, you warmed up your voice and your mind with simple but powerful sentences like, "I am learning English," and "I speak with confidence." Then, you stepped into a real-life situation with our daily conversation at the cafe, where you practiced ordering politely and responding naturally. After that, you repeated high-level sentences, beautiful, professional expressions that make your English sound elegant and respectful. Finally, you trained your ears and your voice with our listening challenge, learning to first listen at natural speed and then repeat slowly with clarity. That is a lot of practice in just one episode, and you should feel proud of yourself. Now, I want you to remember something very important. The power of English learning is not in one big lesson, but in small daily habits. Just as a garden grows when you water it a little every day, your English grows when you practice a little every day. Even 5 minutes can make a real difference. The sentences you repeated today are not just practice, They are tools you can use in your real life. So here is my challenge for you. Choose at least one sentence from today's episode and use it today in a real situation. Maybe you say, "I truly appreciate your help," to a colleague. Maybe you say, "It was a pleasure meeting you," when you meet someone new. Or maybe you simply tell yourself, "Every challenge I face is an opportunity to grow." One sentence is enough, because every time you speak, you take a step closer to fluency. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am truly proud of your effort and your progress. Remember, you are not just learning English. You are building confidence, opening doors, and creating new opportunities for your future. Come back tomorrow for another episode, and together we will continue to make your English clear, confident, and beautiful. Until next time, keep speaking, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself.